social media. This is your boy Drew Moore, aka Coach Drew, and you are tuned in today with Tuesday's Truth. That's right, Tuesday's Truth. Every Tuesday, I'm bringing a funk to you. Yes, and we're gonna sit down just like right now, and we're gonna talk about life issues. That's right, because I'm a life coach. I'm a certified professional life coach, and on Tuesdays, we're gonna just sit down and we're gonna talk about life things. So I'll tell you now, if you have things you want to talk about, because my inbox always got somebody in there or somebody trying to call me or ask me questions about this and ask me questions about that, just inbox me. And at some point, we're going to end up talking about it, okay? So what I'm going to start off with now, as of today, is we're going to do a segment on relationships. The first one we're going to deal with is the single part of it. And we're going to begin with the ladies. Ladies first. Don't worry, we're going to get to the men. We're going to do them next week. But today we're going to deal with the ladies because ladies are first. So I just hope it helps someone. Hey, if it's for you, take it. If it's not for you, just tune in or tune out. Okay? Good to go? I got a list here because I don't want to forget anything. But we're going to just sit down and we're going to discuss some things and we're going to just go through it and we're going to make sure that everyone has an understanding and why things are going the way they're going for them and how things can be better. Good to go? All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to talk to the all my single ladies, like Beyonce say, right? We gonna talk to the single ladies that say they want a man. And I hear this question a lot. I see it on Facebook. I see it on Twitter. I see it on everything. I can't wait to have a man. I need a man in my life. I want a cuddy buddy. I want to cuddle. I'm tired of being lonely. I don't understand why it's so hard to find a good man. Why it's always some questions on why it's hard to find a good man. So I wrote down 10 reasons or 10 ways, whichever way you want to look at it, because it could be a little bit of both, to have a man in your life or why you don't have a man in your life. Again, depends on how you want to look at it. Okay? So let's go through these things right now because I don't want to hold you long. I got things I need to do as well. So we're going to go through these. We're going to take our time, though. Let's get an understanding, and then we'll move on. All right? Fantastic. Number one, ladies, you must respect yourself. I'll say it again. Ladies, you must respect yourself. Respect yourself. Stop putting your body all over social media. You become nothing but a sex object when putting your body on social media. We don't care about your butt pics. There are some people that do. Yeah, when you got sex on your mind, absolutely. You care about the butt pics because you got one thing in mind: sex. Let's be honest. This is what men think when they see butt pics or how big your butt is. So you keep sticking it out there and you wonder why you attract the wrong type of men. Okay? Quit using sex to get someone. Now that's besides the butt pics and the breast pics or whatever else you may have. This is something different. This is all in number one. Stop using sex to get someone. Sex come a dime a dozen. Anybody can have sex with anybody. It's a lot of people like you ever heard the saying, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. So what makes you different from anybody else? Because you think yours is better than somebody else's. Your sex is better than somebody else's. There's no new tricks. It's just the way you turn the trick. Let's be honest. It's Tuesday's truth, right? You're not doing anything any different. So what makes that man attracted to you? Ask yourself that. What makes that man attracted to you? What am I doing? What makes me different from anybody else? So stop with the pictures. Get some self-esteem about yourself. Show some respect to yourself first. Okay? And stop trying to use sex to grab someone, to lure someone in. Okay? Yeah, I'm a fisherman and I love to fish. So I see it all day long. Somebody trying to lure, they cast out there and they wind it on in. They wind it on in and they snatch them and then they think they got him. But you don't understand. You only got him for a short period and then he's gone again. But you're looking for a man, right? All right. Number two, watch your mouth. Yes. Yep. I said it. Watch your mouth. Some of y'all women have some of the filthiest mouths around. You guys are worse than some men, a lot of men. Some of y'all have some nasty, filthy mouths. Y'all curse worse than Marines. I did quite a few years in the Marine Corps, and I know we cursed, we screamed, we yelled, we did a lot of stuff. We grunt, we tough, we hard. You know how that go. Some of y'all women worse than the Marines. You ever heard of saying, yeah, cussing like a sailor? So that's how some of you guys are. You cussing like sailors. I cuss worse than sailors. Learn how to be more gentle. Be a little more soft. Let's be the softer side of Sears. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Some of y'all are too hype, and y'all strong mouths get you in trouble to the point where nobody want to deal with you because you act more like a man than a woman because of your mouth. Pull back. Think of the things that you're going to say before you say them. Because some of y'all don't even say it. Y'all type it out on Facebook. And I looked at somebody like, wow. And then the next day, you say, I wish I had a man. Tonight is a rainy night, and I'm sitting here alone. Well, everybody's scared of you. Look how you talk. I wouldn't dare want to walk into your place or have you walk into mine, and I know that you talk like that. There's nothing soft about you. Because back to number one, I'm not looking for your booty. I'm not looking for your sex. I'm looking for a soft woman. So if you don't even have a soft voice, I can't even deal with you. Because if I know you how you are now, I know how you're going to be later. Because we have a tendency when we get around people, we have a tendency to try to pull back on how we really are until a couple months down the road where we get comfortable. I don't want that. I don't want that. Absolutely not. And I'm not going to accept that. You shouldn't accept that. So, as for number two, pull back on your mouth and the things that you say. You might have to practice it. That's okay. Then let's practice it. Put yourself in the mirror. Go to your bathroom. Go to your bedroom. Go to your den. Wherever you got to go. Get there. Look yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself and practice pulling back on the things that you know you would say that you know maybe you shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't say that because maybe it sounds a little rough. Find different words. Find a different vocabulary. There's a few things you can do. Go through that and fix that. Change that. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. Number three. This is a iffy one. Okay, but we'll go through it and you'll see why. Expectations. Yes, expectations. It is great to have expectations. We all better have some type of expectations. Okay? Because if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. So, yes, expectations are very important. However, ladies, some of you, a lot of you have high expectations and you looking for somebody to climb all the way there when one, you're not even there. And two, you want it all now. You have to get away from this microwave mentality. You know how you put a bag of popcorn in the microwave, you pop it, you got about a minute and a half, minute, 15 seconds, whatever, and it's done, right? 2 minutes, whatever, and it's done. And voila, you got 100 kernels of popcorn to eat. That's how you want your men. It doesn't work like that. You have to take a man like you cook food. It's a process. Okay? It's a process. You have to prep. When you're cooking, right? You prep your food, you get it all together, you put all your ingredients in, you mix it up. You already got the skillet heating up with the grease or whatever you got going on. Oven already on, preheated to 450. You got all this stuff together, and then once you're done, you put it in the oven or you start cooking, right? And it's going to go through its process. It's going to fry. It's going to bake. It's going to do whatever. It's going to broil, whatever. And then you're going to go. You're going to flip it over, right? Or you might go in the oven. You might turn the pan around so it evenly cooks, or whatever you got going on. You're going to do that, right? Same thing if you're barbecuing. Same process. You're going to flip, right? Because you got to get the other side done too. It's the same process. You have to have certain expectations, and no, it doesn't all happen at one time. It's a process. It's a process. So if you're looking for a man, you can't always say, I'm looking for a man that already drive a BMW. I'm looking for a man that already make 85,000, 100,000 a year. A lot of y'all don't even make that much. So how you gonna say you want a man that's gonna make that much and you're not even making that much? Do you know the economy that you live in? Especially in our community, the black community, you know how much we get paid, right? Average 50, 40. But you're looking for a man to make 100,000. Come on. I need you to pull back on your expectations some. It's okay to have high expectations. Help y'all can get there to that 100,000. You can get there, but it takes time. He may make 50,000. So you don't want to date him because he don't make 100,000 because you got your expectations and you're not settling. Well, settle with staying single. So you're gonna pass a man that has the qualities that you want, but not the money that you want yet, and you willing to pass that up, right? Or because he doesn't drive what you want to drive, what you want him to drive. He's driving a Honda, but you want a Benz. It doesn't work like that. You'll stay single until you change these things, okay? So again, it's okay to have expectations. Yeah, you don't want an abuser. You don't want nobody beating on you. You want nobody with a lot of attitude. You don't want nobody that's gonna talk about your family members. You don't want. I mean, there's a lot of things you don't want in a relationship, and you should have those expectations. You need to have the expectations on, especially women that have kids. You have expectations on. You want a certain man around your children. I understand that absolutely, absolutely. And you'll learn them by getting to know them before you allow them to be around your children. But that's another story. So let's bring down some, and you know which ones they are that you have set. You know which ones they are. So let's bring them down a little bit. Just pipe it down just a little bit, and make sure they're realistic expectations so you can find that right. So that man can find you, and when he do, and when you guys talk about expectations, he knows he can. He's it's obtainable. Okay, because sometimes you women will run men away because of things that you say, and they're not going to tell you all the time they're not obtainable. They're going to say, "Oh, okay," and then when y'all hang up that phone, he'll never call you again. So Let's make sure that we have the right level of expectations set for us, knowing we can have higher expectations in the future. Okay, fantastic. Number four, just going to touch on a few. I'm just going to touch on some people. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. But it has to be talked about. Some of you have mommy or daddy issues, if not both. Yeah. Some of you have mommy and daddy issues and you ain't let go. You cannot expect to have a man in your life that's going to accept you having mommy and daddy issues. They may accept you for a certain period of time and hoping things will change. But some of you are depending on mommy and daddy all the time. You're depending on them. You're calling them for every little thing that go on in your life. You calling for help. What man wants to settle with anybody that's going to have mommy and daddy always around to get them out of something? We say we're independent. We say we're independent. But when it's time to show, we don't show. We show temporarily. For a moment, we'll show it, but let something happen and you're going to pick up that phone, mommy, daddy. Now, on the flip side of all that, some of y'all parents need to stay out y'all business. Yep, I said it. Some of y'all parents, if matter of fact, not some of y'all parents, if any of y'all parents is in your business all the time and you live on your own and have your own family, you have your own children or whatever you may have, they need to stay out of your business. It is a relationship ruiner. It's a relationship killer. It will ruin, it will damage your relationship. Because if they're doing it now, they'll do it when you're involved with someone. Oh, yeah. Yes. And I can tell you from a man's standpoint and point of view, that's a no go. That's a no go. I don't want to be around and have a conversation with you. And every time I talk to you, somebody, your mom or your dad say, oh, no, we ain't doing this, or we ain't doing that, or you're not gonna do this, or you're not gonna do that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to go say, honey, let's go on vacation, and mama say, I'm going too. Those type of things can't happen. There's a time and a place for that. You know who you are if it's going on. You just need to change it. Some of you are going to have that conversation with your parent or parents and let them know they have to stay out of your business. Some of y'all know y'all need to do it because you struggle with it every day. Before I'm even having this conversation with you. So let's get to the point where we have to say, Mom, Dad, I need you to pull back. You taught me well enough to make the right decisions for my life, so I have to do that. Now you have to say exactly what I just said, but to some degree, you need to have that type of conversation. Or you be or your man gonna be like Monica. So already so gone over you. You're gonna be looking for him. He's gonna be gone. You're gonna be looking for him. He's gonna be gone because there's no real man going to deal with it. Trust me. Trust me. Number. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's back up to number 4 before I go to number 5. Let back to the mommy and daddy issue. Some of you women have dealt. with some very tragic things in your life. And I want you to know it's okay. I want you to know it's all right. It's wrong that it happened to you. Some of y'all may have been raped. Some of y'all been abused. Some of y'all been molested. Some of y'all dads not even in y'all lives, and y'all probably don't even know y'all dads. Or he gave you a lot of broken promises. You. I know women always have these dreams of what they want in life, and wanted this perfect man of its image of their dad and all this stuff. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But you gotta mold that and become greater because of what you didn't have, and know that you're gonna have a better life. You gotta know you're gonna have a better life. Don't take your anger out on another man that walks into your life thinking he's gonna do you the same way. There's men waiting to love you just how you are and don't mind molding you and grooming you and loving you to the woman that you know you want to be and that you can feel secure. It don't let that get you down. Don't let it get you down. I know it hurts. I know, I know. And it's hard to trust people that's done you wrong. Absolutely. Absolutely. However, don't take it out on a man that's trying to love you. Because some of you run. Some of you run. I'm gonna stop there because I'm gonna keep going because we'll go deep into that. Okay. Number five. This almost goes back to number two by watching your mouth, but this is on a little twist. Number five. Humble yourself. You're not a man. You're not a man. Some of you say, well, I'm the one the head of my house, so I've been taking care. I don't care how many households you've been taking care of. You still are not a man. You're not. You can still handle business and be a little more humble than what you are. Some of y'all don't have no respect for authority or respect for somebody that's trying to be in your life because you think that they gotta prove themselves to you before you let your guard down, which is okay. But you too hard. You too hard. You too hard. You too grimy. You're gritty. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that type of woman in their life. Nobody wants a gritty woman. That it doesn't feel good. You got to bring it down some. Just bring it down a notch. That's self-explanatory. I'm not even gonna go too much in there. You know what I'm talking about. You know what you do, how you are. Just bring it down. Humble yourself a little bit more. Just relax. Sometimes, if you get yourself in a funk and you feel like you just been aggravated and whatever, sometimes it just take a moment, sit down, and put on some soundscape music, some earth tones, and just put it on your ears. Pandora plays. You can do it on Pandora or whatever you have, and just listen to earth sounds and just relax your body for a moment. Just relax. Take a step back from everything. Take a moment to yourself. I don't care if you gotta lock yourself in a bathroom for 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes out of your time. Lock yourself in the bathroom. Lock yourself in the closet. Put some earbuds or headphones, them beats on your head, whatever you got to do, and just relax for a moment. Some of y'all need to do that when y'all get in the bathtub. Some of y'all got the surround sound in your bathroom. Click it on. Some of y'all just put a radio in there, turn it on, light some candles, and relax. Relax. Sometimes y'all just need to do that. It'll bring you down. All right, let's go on. Ladies, ladies, ladies. Hygiene. Yes, you put on deodorant in the morning, that's fine. You brush your teeth in the morning, that's fine. Some of y'all might do your hair. You say, who are you trying to impress? I'm just going to the store. Absolutely not. You should not be walking out the house with chipped fingernails and toenail polish. That is the biggest turnoff ever. Just like women, when you see a man, the first thing you see on them, besides their body from afar, when you get up close, you see their fingernails and you see their toenails. Unless they got on sneakers. But for you want women to wear heels and stuff like that, you walk around with your hands out and everything. Of course, what are you doing? What are you doing? You shouldn't get caught walking around with chipped fingernail polish on your fingers. Some of you are professional women and you go to work like that. That says a lot about you. It says a lot. I ain't even got to talking about the dirty fingernails. I'm just talking about the chipped polish on your hands and toes. There's nothing attractive about that, but you want a man. I don't care if you have to put your hair in a ponytail to run out the house real quick. Put your hair in the ponytail and go to the store. But don't dare get caught out there looking raggedy because guess what? What if the man of your dreams is in the store? He's going to overlook you. And if he does it 9 times out of 10, he don't want a relationship. He's going to make someone may tell you they want one, but they doing that this and get in your drawers. Let's just be honest. It's not going down like that. I don't know any real man that walks on the face of this earth that I've ever had a conversation with or will tell me if they've seen a woman with a nappy hair walk through the store, they're gonna say, yeah, I want that to be my woman. Because see, we still like I told you about the standards and expectations, we have some too. And that ain't one of them. That's no good. I'm just gonna be honest. It's no good. What? So if you do it then, I know what you're gonna do with me because you're gonna tell me you accepted me that way. Nah, not me. Not I. What you saying, coach? What I'm saying is do something to your hair. My mother always told me to make sure I'm ready at all times. Because when I go out the door, you never know who I don't know who I'm going to meet. I don't. I might meet, she always said, you might meet the woman of your dreams. So I'm always prepared. I didn't say I had to get dolled up and I gotta have a suit on and I gotta have a tie on every single day. No, but I'm gonna look like something. My clothes is gonna be ironed, ladies. Put an iron on your clothes. There's nothing cute or sexy about it. I don't care how cute you are. I don't care about how sexy you are. If you walk around with wrinkled clothes on, you just as ugly as the way your clothes are. Come on. There's nothing cute about that. So you telling me if I walked up on you and I had an absolute wrinkled up shirt on and I walked into you in Walmart and I said, hello, how are you? My name is Drew. And I could be the most professional man ever and have a decent conversation with you and ask you for your phone number, knowing I got a wrinkled up shirt on and some wrinkled up pants on, like they never seen an iron in 2 weeks. You're going to give me your phone number? Some people probably say, yeah, yep, the relationship wouldn't last because you got the wrong expectation. Don't accept less. That's less. It doesn't cost so much to go buy iron. Heck, go to the thrift store buy iron if you ain't got one. I've been places where somebody, I don't even own an iron. What? So how are you pressing your clothes? They just take them out the hamper after they've been washed and dried and gone on. Wrinkles will fall out. Laziness. See, it becomes laziness. So that's another thing. So now, looking at your clothes being this way lets a man know you're lazy. So what man wants a lazy woman? It's a trickling effect. Moving on. Before I move on, let me finish because I want to make sure I tackle it all. Put on some cream or lotion. It is, what's the word I'm looking for? It is uncivilized to walk around with ashy hands. You must put on some lotion or some type of cream that will prevent the ashiness of your hands. Before walking out the door, you should make sure that you put on enough lotion so your hands do not dry out. Because there's nothing sexy or attractive when you're talking to a woman and you look down at her hand. Because we look at your hands, because one, we're gonna make sure you ain't got a ring on your finger. Okay? So when we do take that glimpse down, I should not see your hands like you've been playing in chalk. Let's just be honest. Tuesday's truth, right? Yeah. If you have on sandals, I should look at the back of your heel and see ash on the back of your heel. When you get out the shower, grease your feet and put some socks. Your feet shouldn't look like mine. Your hands shouldn't look like mine. Matter of fact, my hands, a lot of people say my hands are very soft. I always try to keep my hands up. Now my feet may be rough. It is what it is. I'm a male. I spent a lot of time in the military, a lot of running and busting it, a lot of whatever you want to have. So I might be a little rough, but I keep myself together though. Take care of yourself, ladies. Take care of yourself. You shouldn't come out the house or spend the day and you look like it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you look like you just woke up. And here you are at the mall. Did you just get up? Look like you ain't did nothing. You just ran out the house. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. It's a no-go. Now we're going to move on. Number 7. Ladies, in preparation for a man, there's some things you should know. Some of you may have had men and they probably just disappeared. You just probably don't know why. But I do know one thing, and I've always been taught this, and ask anybody from the old school, the real old school. I ain't talking about back in the 90s, because that ain't old school. Okay. I'm talking about old school, 70s, 60s. Ask them, what is the way to a man's heart? Through his stomach. Yep. Yes. Through his stomach. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Sex starts in the kitchen. You don't believe me? Ask. Ask your grandmother. Ask your mother. Ask someone that has a successful marriage I ain't talking about asking somebody that's single. You turn on and say mom because she's single, so that means there's a reason why she's single. So that don't count. We talk ask somebody that's in a successful relationship, unless less cheating is involved, and so they had to split up. But other than that, ask them what is the way to a man's heart. I promise you, she's gonna say through his stomach. So leads me to tell you this: it will behoove you to know how to cook. Now, some of you modern day women that think, oh no, I don't need to cook. I'll buy, we'll eat out this. I didn't say you had to cook everything in the world, but you usually know how to cook quite a few meals. At least a different meal for every day of the week. There's thousands of meals out there. It don't cost so much. You go to Walmart or Wegmans or wherever, Publix or something, and buy a cookbook. It doesn't take much. Learn how to cook. You have parents, you have great big mama raised you. Who ask them? I know people right now that has taught themselves how to cook because they raised themselves. Everybody works. Yes, we all work. We all work. And we all come home and we all be tired sometimes. But guess what? You still have children. What are you teaching them? How to just buy everything they want through somebody else and or go to McDonald's and eat out all the time? Come on. Oh, he better know how to cook. Wait a minute. I can cook. I cook every day if it came down to it. That's not the issue. Because Drew, aka Coach Drew, gets down in the kitchen. Trust me. But there are times where I would like to sit back and eat a nice meal that I didn't have to cook. Ladies, you need to learn how to cook. You need to know how to cook. If you don't, get with somebody. Get with somebody in your church. Get with somebody in the social club. Get with somebody, your mother, your father may know how to cook. Get with your aunt. Get with your cousin. Get with somebody you know, your best friend or whatever. Get with somebody at some point so they can teach you how to cook something and start there and go on and on from there. But you got to cook, man. All this. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't got time for that. Oh yeah, you got time. There's 24 hours in a day. Yeah, you do. You got time to watch TV, don't you? You got time for love and hip hop, right? Oh, okay. So that means you got time to cook. See, let's build these bonds here because guess what? While you're in there cooking, you can get your daughter in there to help you cook. So the more she's bonding with you cooking, she's learning something. So guess what? At some point, you may not even have to go to the kitchen and cook because she'll go to the kitchen and cook. But if you're not teaching her because you're not taught, then what do you have? And you get to bond with her at the same time. So you're killing two birds with one stone. That's right. Yep. So, ladies, cooking, cooking. I love to eat. And anybody know me that knows me? No, Drew loved to eat. But I cook for myself at the end of the day if it come down to it. I will cook a full course meal just for me. A full course meal. Yeah, I'm talking about fried chicken, macaroni, cheese, greens, cornbread, cream style corn, green beans. I mean, I will cook a full course meal and sit down as I'm feeding the 5,000. So let's try to do better. For the ones that do cook, kudos to you. Come serious, I'm hungry. But let's do that. Let's do better. Let's do better. Okay. Remember, we're looking for that man. A man don't want anybody who can't cook. He really don't. All right. Where am I? Number 8. Quit always looking for something and try giving. So you may have someone in your life that you're really interested in, and I see enough of women saying, "Gimme, gimme, 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 gimme." Ooh, ooh, ooh! I like that, honey. Get that for me, babe, babe, babe. I like that, babe. Can you get that, babe? I bet you my man gonna get that. Oh, what is he gonna give me? Oh, he ain't buy me nothing. It's always something. You always looking for something. What are you putting out? I'm not talking about the holidays. I'm not talking about the birthdays. I'm not talking about none of that stuff. I'm talking about average, ordinary day. What are you giving out? And I ain't talking about sex either. Are you bringing him a card every once in a while? Babe, I was thinking about you today while I was out at the store, so I decided to get you a card. Surprise him. Y'all think this the little things count for y'all? We like those little things too. To come home and a card laying on the bed when he walks in there from work, he goes to his bedroom and there's a card laying there saying, babe, honey, sweetheart, or a heart with his name in it, or whatever the case is. Make him a card. Write him a little note. Write him a letter. Make his lunch in the morning. Make his lunch at night before you go to bed. Put a little note in it. Honey, have a wonderful day, sweetheart. Some of you say, oh, but we don't live together. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? Why don't you can buy his lunch, right? Bring it to him. Go buy some bread. You probably got some bread at home. You got meat and stuff like that. Make him a lunch. Put it in a bag, a plastic bag or something with foil, whatever, and take it over to him. It's just those little things. Those are just little things. They will go a long ways because it shows that you really care. It's not because he needs you to do anything. It just shows that you care. That's all it is. It shows that you care. A lot, I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of women have got out of the position of doing for their men because they always looking for somebody to do for them. Stop looking for somebody to do for you and do for him. Don't worry, ladies. Don't worry. I got you. Next week, next week, I got you. I already know what you're gonna say. No worries. No worries. But you have to take care of that man. It's just the little things that count. You quit. Hey, let me let y'all know a little secret. Most men is not going to tell you this. Okay, they're not. If you came home with a single stem flower and you said, "Honey, I thought about you today. I love you." I promise you, he ain't gonna say, "Oh, you brought me home a flower. Oh, you think I'm a wuss? Oh, oh." Absolutely not. Because for men, it softens us up a little bit. Like, wow, she bought me a flower. Flowers are nice. They are nice. They look nice. They smell nice. And the fact that you brought something nice home shows that you care. So, women, ladies, for all you bays out there, every now and then buy your man a single flower, a rose, or whatever you want to bring him home. Just one. He don't want two, three, four bouquet. He don't want all that because then it might be a little problem. It just may be a problem because he gonna like, why are you bringing me home a full bouquet of flowers? But if you brought him home a flower, He'll enjoy it. He'll look at it. He'll say, dang, my baby brought me home a flower. He may not say nothing because it's masculinity. You know, he may thank you, babe. But on the inside, he's melting. Oh yeah, he's melting. Trust me. If you want him, I'm telling you how to get him. I'm telling you how to get him. So don't say I didn't tell you. I'm telling you. Okay? Moving on. Where am I? Number 9. Stop looking for someone to make you feel good about yourself. It's going to get a little deep for a minute. I want you to hear me what I just said. I'm going to say it again. Stop looking for someone to make you feel good about yourself. You have to feel good about yourself. You have to find that self confidence. Some of you don't have that self confidence, and you're leaning towards a man to make you feel good because there's a void of some sort in your life. There's a void. And it's sad to say, but in society today, there's a lot of voids. It's okay to have something missing. It shouldn't be, but because of how the world turns, it's okay. It's okay. You just have to find a way to get over it. That's a different segment, and we'll talk about that. If that's one of the things you want to talk about, make sure that you inbox me on my Facebook page, and I will be getting to it. You can email me. I'll give you all that information at the end. But you cannot try to fill the void by finding a man to be in your life, because at the end of the day, he won't fill that void. Because once you find out something wrong with him, you're going to get rid of him, or he's going to run. You're going to find somebody else to fill that void. So you'll always have a void filler. You'll never be in a real relationship because you only have a void filler. Some of you are trying to fill the void of the dad's being in your life. He cannot be your dad. He may be able to protect you. He may be able to comfort you. He may be able to do a lot of things, but he'll never be your dad. He can never be your father. What you need to do is, now, if you have a real man in your life, you have a man that you trust, you talk to him and you tell him about your void. And you guys should pray together. That God helps fill that void in your life with more love. And y'all, in your relationship with your man becomes that much stronger. So you don't expect him to fill that void. Because see, when you look for somebody to fill a void, you become disappointed. Don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to him. Because he may run. He may run. Some of y'all lay there at night and your sex drive is so high, you just need somebody. Don't do that to yourself. Love yourself. Don't do that. Well, shoot, I be horny. I understand that. Read a book. Go to the gym. Work out. Go to sleep. Spend more time praying. Build a closer relationship with Christ or whoever you decide that you want to serve. But don't try to fill your void by finding a man to be in your life, because it'll never work. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna move on because I don't want to keep going. I got a lot of things I can talk about when it comes to that, and I'm going to keep this down to almost an hour. Okay, so number 10, number 10, live your life. Enjoy life as a single woman. Yeah, you say, Coach Drew, what do you mean? What I mean is just what I said. Go have fun, live your life. Go out and explore the world. Take trips. Go on vacations. Just go to Darien Lake. Go to Six Flags. Go wherever you want to go. Go to Canada. Go to Cancun. Go to Jamaica. Go to England. I don't care where you go. Whatever you want to do in life. If you want to bungee jump, go bungee jump. If you want to skydive, go sky. Live your life. Quit looking for a man and live your life. Why? Because the Bible says in Proverbs 18:22 says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I'll say it again. Proverbs 18:22 says, he that findeth a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So what does that tell me? What does that mean, Coach Drew? What that means is you should be looking for him because he should be able to find you. But see, if you shut up in the house all the time because you're miserable and you're not doing anything and you're not living your life as a single woman, how can he find you? He can't see you if you lock in your house. He can't see you if you're not out and about. So enjoy life knowing that he's coming. Just enjoy life. Because you want somebody to enjoy the same thing that you're enjoying, right? So guess what? If you're bungee jumping and if you met a man there while you're bungee jumping, 9 times out of 10, he must enjoy bungee jumping. Because why else would he be there bungee jumping if he doesn't like the bungee jumping? So there should be some type of compatibility. Okay, so enjoy life. So in 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 in, in what I'm saying is, let me break down the scripture to you so you'll understand it as well. Because this is not the first time somebody asked me this question about Proverbs 18:22. Proverbs 18:22 does not mean when it says he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, does not mean you're going to go out here and find somebody else's wife. So that doesn't mean Richard's going to come over here and take over Robert's wife. It's not what that means. Or George's wife. It doesn't mean that. What it means is a single man is going to go out here. He's going to find a woman that's already living her life as a married woman, as a wife, long before she even carries that title. I'll say it again. He will find a woman that's already living her life as a wife long before she carries the title. So all the qualities of a wife she's going to already have. She's already going to be walking in, not all, but a lot of them. And she's going to have those qualities. So when he looks at her, he's going to say, wow, I see myself with her. I see myself marrying her. Because remember, we date. The purpose of dating is not just a date. The purpose of dating so we can build a relationship. And the purpose of building a relationship because we see ourselves obviously marrying this person. Now, if you're doing it other than that, then you're wrong. So, and if you want to challenge me on it, go right ahead, but do your research first. Okay? But so again, Proverbs 18:22, he that findeth a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. So now that you locked and loaded, y'all together, There's favor. So once y'all get married and y'all come together as one, there's favor. It's an automatic thing. It's an automatic thing. Because he didn't say this is what you got to do for it. He said, and he obtains favor from the Lord. It's an inheritance. Hey, I spent enough time with you guys. I enjoy sitting here with you guys. I really do. And I can't wait till next week because next week we're gonna deal with the men. Oh yeah, boy, we're gonna deal with the men. But hey, I got to run. This is my time. This is Tuesday's Truth. I almost forgot the name. This is Tuesday's Truth, and you are sitting here with Coach Drew, and we're gonna have some fun. Hey, if you have anything that you want to discuss and want to talk about, feel free to go into my inbox, Drew Moore Motivation. Send me a message, okay? Or go to my other Facebook, Drew Moore. Send me a message. If you want to email me, dmoremotivation@gmail.com. You can email me there, send me the information, what you want to discuss. At some point, I will get to it. If you have any questions or if any bookings that you want to do, if you want to have private sessions, of course, I'm always available for them. I've been doing some lately, and I'll give you pricing and fees and all that at that time. 61585-612-1202. Yes, sir. 585-612-1202. Ask for Drew Moore. I'm the one that will pick up the phone. But hey, it's your boy Coach Drew. I got to run. It's been real, and I'll see you again next week on Tuesday's Truth.